Well, the race is on for the next Secretary of State in Alabama, the person who oversees elections in our state. In the runoff for the Republican nominee, State Representative Wes Allen and State Auditor Jim Zeigler. Jim Zeigler joining us now in studio. Good to see you, Jim.
Well, it's good to be back.
Yes, it is. So you first ran for office in 1974 in Alabama. Was that Public Service Commission?
It was. I was just out of college and saw a problem in state government, and nobody else was trying to solve it, so I did.
So you went and you took over that position. Since that office, you ran several other times, I think 7 other times. You did win your bid for state auditor, which is the position you're in now, 2014. Does that make you, by definition, a career politician?
No, during that 40 years that I was Mr. 49%, that's what I got tabbed.
Because you weren't quite getting above that.
Right, I was getting
the
48 and 49%, even though running against the establishment and being outspent maybe sometimes 50 to 1. I was working in the private sector for 40 years, and I only came back to the public sector in 2015.
You originally, for this election, said you were going to run for governor against Kay Ivey. Do you get along with her? With Kay Ivey? Do you all have a relationship? Why did you want to run against her?
Issues, it was nothing personal. It was I led the citizen opposition to the gas tax, and I led the successful citizen opposition to the toll bridge on Interstate 10, which was a bad plan. And my wife and I led the opposition to Amendment 1 that have abolished your right to vote for Board of Education and have them all appointed by the governor. And we beat that with 75% no vote. So it was very issue-oriented.
Right. Why did you decide to change from that race to Secretary of State?
Lack of money.
It takes a lot of money to run, doesn't it?
While the others were raising in the millions of dollars, I raised $24,000.
Yep, lack of money would do it to you. For this race for Secretary of State, you want to oversee the elections. You've done that as auditor. You said that's part of the job description, is be a watchman. You want to do the same with elections. Would you do anything differently than John Merrill has done already?
Probably a number of things, just because I am proactive and think outside the box. Example, the President Secretary has done an excellent job on voter registration. We have the highest voter registration by far in history, and one of the highest in the United States. That's not our problem now. The problem is lack of turnout on election day.
So you would be like the caffeine to that election system. Jim Zeigler, thanks so much for stopping by today.